Good morning, people. It's Friday, what is it? 20th of March, 2020, and I am looking at cable. And last night, and I don't often trade at night, late evening. I like to be all done and dusted. I saw an opportunity on cable, 4-hour chart. This had gone from green to red. Cable has been crazy recently, so all I could see was green to red below zero as well, which is very, very bearish. You'll notice my indicator told me absolutely nothing, which is why, having had this 15 years, it's difficult to take off my charts. And if you're new to my thread channel, you won't know that I can't share this one, unfortunately. Having said that, I found the RSI Histo alert. If you Google it, you'll find it. You have to mess with the colours a bit, if memory serves me correctly. Only had this on my charts a couple of months, maybe 3. I'm still learning it, but it is proving to be an absolutely fantastic indicator. Neither repaint, and that's massively important. It's pointless having an indicator that repaints, in my opinion. Some still trade with them, but no, not for me. So yeah, I mean, every time this goes from green to red with power, momentum, if you like, you get some great opportunities. So I need to do some statistical analysis on this, but every time this has gone from green to red, it presents opportunities. Obviously, I just don't trade them willy-nilly. I go right down to the 1 minute to enter my trades, as always, using the same process that I use on the higher time frames. So anyway, this has turned to red. I've been watching them pushing this back up the wrong way, as it were, against the trend all day, waiting for an opportunity, and it did present itself at this green dotted vertical line here. As you can see, we've got a low, high, higher, low, higher, high on the 1 minute. That's the candles there, and candlestick trend. And then we have a high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close. That song. And that is a break of the uptrend. And here's something I don't mention very often as well. It's the power of this move, if you like, is that it happens that once the trend is broken, that's the all important. If this hadn't closed below, then that trend, in my opinion, hadn't still, that low there, that support had held. But once you get that reversal, that means that uptrend has finished. Most of the time, in most instances, should I say, high probability that the new trend is in place. That's how I have devised this method, that's how I trade it, and that's how I understand it. So we are now in a downtrend. We're below the hourly 8 MA, it's red. The hourly has done its stuff, and it's dropping and red on the RSI. So it was just a question of entering it, and I entered this with a full-size trade. Had bits of drawdown, but nothing to worry about. Nowhere near my increased 30 pip per stop or whatever I deem necessary. And where I like, or one thing I haven't mentioned also is when the price potentially reverses against your trade, that critical level, that green level there, that support level in this instance, the low of that candle, the critical candle, if you like, the one that had to be closed about, that's a safe place to put your stop, somewhere just above that, purely because when, my song, when support is broken, it will often come back and test it before it continues down. So don't do it to the pip, because you'll get taken out by the spread potentially if they do test that level to the pip. So 5 or 6 pips above that, providing, again, we're in a pretty benign period of the day. All the traders have gone home, tucked up in bed. It is actually, everything is done and dusted. The Americans have even finished at that stage as well. So, it's a pretty fair assumption that the price would continue down. Bearing in mind everything else, all the other boxes were ticked. So that was a 75 pip move in total. Target was, and I did say that, 75 pips, guys. It's obscene. Bearing in mind 5 pips was my target not so long ago. That's what, 12, 13, 14, 15 times my normal monetary and pip target. So target, or the area I expected to have a problem was this low here, and that green just put on the low of this area here, and price exceeded my assumption, but I don't want to get too greedy. I mean, that's crazy. 15 times my normal daily target is 3 weeks money. So another 52 pips, it continued on down, or more actually, about 60 pips, because I targeted just short of that level. So that's it, guys. That's last night's trade, on top of what was 7 other trades I think in the day. It is becoming very worthwhile to say the very least. Well, it has been for 10 years now, but this is all as a result of Digger One and Aussie. Just seeing them plough through 50, 60 trades a day made me up my game, and I hope these videos help you guys as well. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Friday and weekend, I suppose. Oh, and don't forget, tell your mates, subscribe. My legacy in this life will be hopefully just to make one trader profitable, and if I can make more, then I will feel even better. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.